Hey, my lovely Scorpios. Hope you all are well. I'm going to get into a reading for you all. So, this is going to be a bonus read. So, these readings will just be me giving extra messages to the signs that are most present and wanting extra messages. And I will be able to gauge that by you guys liking the readings. And that way, when I'm doing the bonus reads, I know who might need an extra message. And look, we get the Ace of Swords as I'm saying that. So yeah, I've already been shuffling the cards for you guys. So we're going to jump straight into it. Divine Angel Spirit Guides, messages for Scorpio, please. Also, feel free to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising signs, guys, or any other signs that you might feel significant in your chart. Okay, can we get another message for Scorpio, please? Okay, we'll start with this. So it looks like you guys have a clear idea of where you're going at this time. There might be a significant idea that you have that you're currently taking action upon, and I do see this being very good for you guys. Actually, it's like things to do with the near future. Okay, looks like it's going to kind of be victorious for you because of something that you're working on right now. Okay, I also see as well, if you are going to be going somewhere or moving in a particular direction, or wherever you're going, it could be a specific location. It looks like there'll be someone there waiting for you or someone expecting your arrival. Even if this is just communication via message, there's some sort of there's someone expecting you or expecting a message from you. Okay, one of the two. But whenever you see or speak with this person, I do see that you both will gain some clarity, and it will kind of reinforce the direction you're moving down. Okay, it will just kind of give you some sort of clarity in regards to the direction that you're going down, or something that you both could be pursuing. Okay, there could just be some sort of clarity there, or at minimum there might be like a clear sign. Okay, if it's more of a non-verbal type of thing, but or it might be a verbal thing, but you might get a clear sign. And then as well as that, I do see that for some of you guys, you may have, aside from like messages coming in, because I do see that messages, and this could be things as well that you're excited about. This could be work things, this could be social, but it does look like some of these messages come with a sense of excitement. So that looks good. There's something about pushing forward with that momentum. There will be more clarity along the way. And yeah, I do see that there could be one or two people expecting you. Okay. One or two, maybe four. Okay. Two, maybe four. Okay, maybe more. As well as this, you may feel like you have a clear boundary, okay, towards someone in particular. But you may also feel like you're very aware of certain things. There's something that I feel like recently got clear for you. Yeah, I feel like what got clear for you is that you're just trying to move straight towards your Ten of Cups, right? You're trying to move towards fulfilling a lot of the desires that you have, fulfilling a lot of the ideas that you have, arriving in certain places, destinations. I just feel like there's a sharp focus that you have, and anything that you feel like isn't a beneficial distraction or isn't going to help, move you in that direction or to these places, to these wishes. Yeah, I don't feel like you're going to, yeah, I just feel like you're very clear on your priorities, your boundaries, what you're doing, where you're going. Yeah, there's some sort of plan that you have that it looks like you are just very clear on. And as well, there is someone as well that you could be expecting to come across at some point down the line. Okay, if it's someone that you are excited about or enthusiastic about, or maybe you are going to kind of look and see what you see, you know, when you are closer, then yeah, I feel like, yeah, you're very clear on whatever this plan of action is. And for some of you guys, it could be if there's something to do with, again, people or persons that you have some sort of clear boundary on, then it looks like there's an initial point that won't, there's an initial point that won't be passed. Look, as soon as I say this, I'm looking at all the aces as I say this, and then we get another ace come out. Okay. There's something about, there could be some things or people for you that you feel like, okay, down the line, or you may expect to kind of go, you may be planning to kind of go in a certain direction after a duration of time. For some of you guys, it could even be like years down the line, months down the line. But these are to do with things or people that you currently see as like valuable for you. Okay, it's things that you're already clear on, because I feel like the things that you're already clear on that are not going to bring you your wish or fulfillment, it's you're clear that you've already got some sort of a boundary there. But the things that you feel like it's just not in the now. Okay, because I feel like you've got short-term plans, you've got long-term plans, and anything that you've got a plan to move towards, whether it's in the short term or the long term, you already see, you know, the value presently, right? It's something that you're already clear on. It's not, yeah, it's something you're already clear on, and you may feel like you'll just get even more clearer as you get towards it, you know, or get closer. Okay. What is this? The Nine of Cups and the Strength card. Okay, we've got Leo energy. We've also got Cancer energy. We've got Virgo energy. It doesn't have to be sign specific though, guys, just FYI. Okay, it could represent a multitude of things. It could represent seasons. It could represent new energies. It could represent energies that you could be embodying at times, or other people, or it could be signs, but just, you know, use your intuition. Okay, either way, yeah, I see that you're just very focused on all of these wish fulfillments, and honestly, that looks really good. Like, that's very clear to me. That looks good. It looks like you're gonna feel very fulfilled with a lot of the things you're investing your time into. And it looks like if you have certain tasks that you're doing, it looks like you're very focused on completing those tasks and getting to the next task, and then like getting to the fulfillment, you know. Or if you're working, it's like you could be very focused at work, then you're like very focused at like getting home or being in like your fulfillment space, or there's something here where I can just see this plan, this discipline, this type of execution, the strength. I see all of this paying off. This reading is really just about things that are going to be paying off for you, um, because of these priorities, these boundaries, this focus, this discipline, this plan towards your long-term goals, because I feel like you've got a long-term plan. So that means you've got short-term tasks to get to, because once you've kind of set a long-term plan, then you've got things to do now throughout the duration of that period to get prepared, to get ready. So, there's little actions and intuitive steps that you'll be kind of doing within that duration. And yeah, it just looks like you're very clear on how to kind of go after this, and what things that you might have to kind of put to the side, or what tasks need to kind of be dealt with first, and then the others you can come to afterwards, and then certain things that just might not be, that you're clear on isn't good investments of your time, or good, even just like good mental investments, like certain things that you could just be clearing out of your mind here. I feel like you guys could have really focused on things to do with like your mindset. Okay, I see that as well. You guys could have really been doing some mindset stuff here, or it could even have been like energy work, emotion work, clearing out emotions, clearing out thoughts, clearing out, you know, focus on like physical, like your body healing, like if you've needed to do some more self-care, something therapeutic. But yeah, definitely your thoughts though, yeah, it looks like you've eliminated thoughts that could even just distract yourself, Not only are you keeping external distractions at bay, but you're keeping internal distractions at bay, which is just gorgeous. It's like you've done the internal work, and it's kind of just reflecting in regards to your external decisions as well. So it's like a personal journey, but there's other things of attainment on this journey. Yeah, the Hanged Man, Page of Swords. Okay, so I feel like for some of you guys, you could be clear on the whole divine timing thing. I feel like I've been saying this in a few messages recently. But if you feel like there's a delay, then there's some other sort of task for you to do in the meantime, and as opposed to staying, or this could just be spirit prompting me to deliver this message, take what resonates. But yeah, it's kind of just saying, as opposed to being focused on anything that feels maybe in regards to like your goals, your long-term plans, but specific things to do with more short-term tasks. If there's anything that you feel like it has to take a bit of time, then as opposed to keeping your focus on that after you're clear on it and after you've done what you need to do there in that moment, then like focus on the next task, okay, that's going to help reach the overall long-term goal. Because again, it's kind of shown me that there's a lot of different pieces to this like long-term because I don't feel like it's just one long-term goal. This is like life goals and stuff, and the different aspects. So, you know, there's always something you could be investing your time into, even if it's rest, even if it's, self-care, if it's tasks, if it's to your to-do list, if it's work, if it's mindset stuff, if it's healing, if it's emotional work, if it's communicating with someone, that's a beneficial investment of your time, because again, you're in this mindset of priorities. um, or just maybe having a schedule so you can like do things at a time that works for you. Okay, so it doesn't cross over into the time that you need to do other things that are, important. So yeah, there could just be something about getting clear on like a schedule, or if you have a schedule, then yeah, I see there could be something about you also adding like your communications, not like so specifically, but like there's certain things that you could do at the same time. So like when you're en route somewhere, okay, if there's like certain communications, um or like some like a light task, if there's a light task where it doesn't take too much, like it doesn't really take much mental attention, it's something that you just kind of do second nature, like that could be something to do with like cleaning, or walking somewhere that you already know where you're going, you know um being on a train ride or something. But it's like, yeah, you can like maybe certain uh, phone calls or certain things that you may have to do um, on your phone or online. If even if it's a train ride, if it's something you need to do online, and you could, make use of the valuable pockets of time that you have. Okay, because there's something about, your time being valuable, and you wanted to maybe get there in the quickest possible time, but then also being able to make it all work for you and not really miss out the valuable components, but you are missing out the things that aren't valuable components, so that you can kind of chisel that focus and streamline it, and kind of, reach that fulfillment in the earliest time, in the earliest possible divine timing. But yes, aside from that, I do also see that you may be receiving like some gifts. Okay. um you may receive some gifts. Or if this isn't a gift, it might just be something that feels like a gift to you. Okay, but it's something physical. Okay, it could be an item, or for some of you guys, it could be, you could be receiving things that you're expecting to receive, like items, deliveries. But it's something that feels good for you, or okay, there could be two people here that you feel good about, and there's something, it's either they're giving something to you, or there's something that they're doing for you, okay, of value. And I feel like it's something to do with in the physical. There could also be communicate, well, yeah, of course. But yeah, well, saying that, I mean, not in all cases it's communication, but in this case, yes. Okay, there is something also here about the Emperor, the Fool, Aries energy twice. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. So we could be dealing with an Aries. We don't have to be though. Um, but I definitely see that whoever it is that's going to be giving something, okay, there could be something that's kind of ended for them, for one of these people. Um, or they could have felt something, right? Something they had to be strong, or felt or seen something, or they could have been made aware of something. But it definitely looks like it was some sort of ending where someone had to be strong. But this is like a recent situation that could have felt. Let me see. There was something it was very quick. Something could have happened very quickly. Or someone could have, like a recent situation where something could have happened and it ended very quickly, right? Um, or maybe someone's seen it, something that was presented to them and they ended it straight away, or they shut it down. If you see this, this is someone. Or someone could have presented something and then maybe the result of it, okay? The result could have felt like a betrayal, okay? But there was something about some sort of direction or opportunity. Yeah, it just looks like this just has something to do with an opportunity, but as soon as it was offered, it wasn't what was expected. Let's put it that way, you know? This Ace of Wands was not meant to be a Ten of Swords. Let's just put it that way, okay? So if you were to reach towards this, you'd probably see this Ace of Wands and it's meant to be something, you know, it's meant to be a good opportunity, right? Or in some cases, this could be something that could make you go in a different direction. And if that's not, if you're on a path that you want to stay on, then that might not be something that is an opportunity that you want to take. But if it's at a time where you're wanting to go in a different direction and it's the opportunity that's right for you, then obviously, you know. But in this instance, it looks like maybe someone could have got clear at very early or from the very start here after an initial opportunity that something was going to take them in a different direction, or something was going to have a very not so good result, okay, like a really not so good result, something like that. But either way, it's just like, yeah, someone could be very clear from the start. But it looks like someone made, like, as a result of what someone was clear on, that was actioned, okay? And like, yeah, it was just kind of brought to, yeah, it was very quick. It was very quick, it was very short. or it didn't even, this is literally like straight from when it's being presented at number one, going straight to number 10. So it didn't even like have a real duration. It was like there could have been a clear sign from the very, 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 very get go. You know, it was just like boom right there. It could have been like the sign could have been on fire, you know? Now I'm getting it. I'm just I'm like, I know there's a clear message here and I'm not moving forward until I decode this properly. But I've got it. This was the sign. There was a sign here, but it was the sign was on fire, meaning that someone didn't need to invest a lot of time to be able to, do you know what I mean? Kind of not invest in something. If you see, this is like someone taking their investment out, someone, you know, moving forward without investing into something. Okay. So it's like an opportunity comes to an end before it's pursued, right? Or after an initial opportunity with some sort of like red hot sign. Okay. Or Six of Pentacles. Anyways, what's going on here? Do you see the way this fell out? Yeah, okay. Someone wants to give you something though. Spirit wants me to tell you this because the way they flung this out, I feel like this is something that you've been made aware of, okay? And you may even want to give someone something, actually. It could be vice versa. It could be both. Yeah, this is a reciprocation. So this is someone that you have already. They could have recently um, invested some time, or they could have like, yeah, there's some sort of like um investment here, investment of like time or input, but this is something that's going to feel very valuable, okay, to the both of you, if you see with the Six of Pentacles. And I also see that this person might even, it's something, there's something that they're clear on, okay, and also they may get good feelings when you guys communicate. Okay, lovely. So what have we got? Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So it looks like you're clear on something. There could be a decision that you've been clear on for yourself that you've made, right? There's something here and it has to do with your plan. You could also have something to do with travel, okay, or work or some sort of navigation, but there's definitely something you're clear on, and it looks like you may feel like there's some sort of lessons that you've learned that you may have to implement along the way. And again, it looks like you're clear on this. The Emperor, yes. So this is you here taking control and steering the boat here, okay, in the direction that you want to steer it. Yeah, because this is your boat. It's that, it's you knowing when to steer your boat, and then there's times when it's also you knowing when to surrender here to the divine. So for instance, let's say you're in this boat and then like you find yourself in the middle of the ocean, right? And it's like, you know, I've got an oracle card that would like give me the perfect visual for what I'm trying to explain. But let's say it's nighttime and the water's still and you're just like, you know, softly sailing in the water, okay, and you can't really see anything because it's nighttime, you see. Um, at that point, you may even need to rest. So you could just be like letting the boat just glide, and you're not really steering. So it's kind of like the boat's on autopilot, and at that point, you're probably surrendering and just kind of trusting that, you know, the divine and you know the forces of nature are going to kind of help, you know, keep your boat kind of sailing, um, you know, in the proximity or the direction that you need to be going in, okay, since you've kind of aligned yourself with the right side of the current and whatnot. So with that being said, it's something about the difference of knowing when you need to take the steering wheel and knowing when you need to surrender to the divine here, okay. And I feel like at this point there's something about you steering the steering wheel, okay. You may even have someone else in your boat with you, okay. There could be times where you rest, they steer it, okay? They rest, you steer it, something like that, you know, like you take it in turns so one can get a rest. There's some sort of like working as a team here. But there's something about like, okay, you're up, you know? Something like that, Scorpio. All right, cool. Anything else for Scorpio, please? Okay, so money is looking really good as well. Definitely, if there's something that you are working towards financially, then I definitely see a good return here. Or if there's some sort of pay that you're expecting, maybe from work, something like that. Maybe you're waiting for some income so that you can purchase something, or there might have been some money that you received and there's something that you need to purchase as a part of your plan to get to you to the next point. So there's a message here, or spirit might be prompting you to make some sort of purchase that might be in alignment with your plan, or if there's some sort of work for you to accumulate something so that you can invest in something that's a part of your plan. Okay, this could be a business plan, it could be a travel plan, it could be a work plan, a navigation plan, a goals plan, an investment plan. It could be anything. But yeah, okay, lovely. So that looks really good. Anything else, Spirit, before I close out this reading? If you've been here so far, guys, don't forget to give that reading a like. Okay, justice. Yes, you're coming into such strong alignment. This is amazing. I like looking at alignment readings. It just looks really cool. But yeah, you're coming into this alignment, okay? So you've got the eye on the prize and it's saying, you know, you already know your navigation point, you're already clear on, okay? Because I feel like you have this clarity and sometimes you could be in your head and then you might kind of, you know, try to play around with like the clarity that you have, and then, you know, you may come back to this initial point of clarity that you have. There's something here about that where the divine just wants to confirm that you're right on something, okay? Or you're clear on something, or there's some sort of justice or fairness here, or something, a current circumstance is already just, okay. If there's a communication or conversation you're expecting to have with someone, about some sort of balance, justice, tasks, organization, reciprocation, fairness, equal, things like that, then I do see someone that is coming to make things right, or someone that is doing things the right way, or someone that is, yeah, yeah, there's someone here that's moving forward, doing things the right way, or coming to do things the right way, or to bring some sort of balance or fairness. This could be someone that you are clear on, or some sort of communication here. Maybe this is something you're expecting. Okay, But for others of you guys, if you're not expecting some sort of communication between you and someone else, because it just looks like if that's just something on your mind, then yeah, something will be done right, or something will be fair, or something could already be fair, something could already be just. Okay, if there's a justice situation or a legal situation, okay, something could already be just. Or if you're dealing with a court situation, there could be some sort of payout here that you're looking for, hoping for. Okay, some sort of maybe a settlement here. There's something about like your truth, like speaking the truth in court and having some sort of a fair outcome, like the truth being, you know, working in your favor, basically, you know. Okay. Okay, lovely. Or something else, you could be going to court, or if you're not going to court, then you could be going towards someone who's in the energy of balance or fairness. Or someone may be coming towards you. You may not see this coming, but they may see that you're kind of in that energy. Yeah, there'll be some sort of reciprocation there either way, but yeah, it just looks like something there's kind of is being done. There's something that you're doing something fairly, or you're doing something the right way, or you've got a good sense of balance with how you're balancing something, or you know, something like that. There's something on your mind. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It's going to be different for each of you guys, but something's already fair, okay? Like something's already just. So, like, yeah, something's already been cleared. So, meaning that if there was some sort of like justice situation, then I feel like the truth's already been spoken, or some sort of justice has already taken effect. Or unless it's something where again you feel like you're having to go to like a court situation or something where you feel like it's coming up, or if you feel like there's a situation for you coming up where you feel like you may want something to be fair for you, in regards to some sort of like exchange, like verbal exchange, or it could even be, if it's a court situation, then maybe like a settlement. But if it's a verbal thing, then just like a verbal exchange, or some sort of agreement that you might make. Okay, there's something about your truth, or what you're clear on. You might be clear on what's right already, okay, and there's something about making a decisions in alignment with what you know is right, because you're already clear on that. Or if that's not what resonates with you, then it could be, yeah, I feel like it's just telling you to do the right thing, or do what's fair overall, fair for yourself and others. And naturally, if you're required to, what's the word, I guess, like if you feel like you have to defend that fairness or that justice or that balance, then there's something about the truth, you know, that's your, like that's your protection. Then there's something about the truth, okay, you being clear on the truth, or having some sort of truth, or being able to say some sort of truth. Okay, I feel like this is what, oh yeah, this is what can balance the scales for you here. Okay, yeah, the truth is like your protections, like your armor, like, yeah, the sword of the divine here, the divine just but yeah, especially if like someone tries to, like if you're doing something fair, or if you feel like you're doing something the right way for someone else, and let's say you feel like they say no, or they block you in like your tracks, you know, but you're doing something fair, then yeah, it's kind of like if they're blocking your path forward by like getting in your way, like in the physical, okay, because this is like earth energy, physical energy. So they're trying to present some sort of an obstacle. They're trying to use themselves as an obstacle for you, if that makes sense. And it's not in the circumstance where you're being unfair to them. Let's say you are actively, doing something fair, but also fair for yourself. Okay, so for instance, let's say if it's a situation where I feel like in these situations I just have to give a few different examples. But let's say it's a situation where you have a boundary, okay, that might be fair for you for protection reasons, but you may also be being fair to someone else by also maybe respecting their boundary or not invading their space, and it might just be like a reciprocation thing of like, respect my space, I respect yours, respect my boundary, I respect yours, something like that. But if you're doing that for someone else, they're not doing that for you. Doing something fair and someone says no to that, okay, or they go out of their way to kind of get in your way, then, I feel like that will be made very, very clear to you. And there's something about, at that point, you'd be kind of clear to kind of, do what's fair for you in that situation, okay? Because it's like there's something about a first chance, a second chance, right? To do the right thing. But if someone's being stubborn, doing the wrong thing, then, there's something about, okay, you've learned something after the first time, then, there's something about what you've learned having to take action off those lessons, and there might be like a second implementary boundary, or there might be something that you might want to make clear, or you might just you might then have to reciprocate and be stubborn in what's right and what's fair. And if someone tries to get you to budge on something that you're being fair, then your sword is how you defend that fairness and you hold your ground. You just do what's right for you. Does that make sense? So that's kind of, I guess, a good example I can use. I don't know if I really need to use another example now, but you know that could apply to so many different situations. um yeah, okay, right. So I also see that whenever you are navigating and you feel like you're not clear or you can't see, okay, I do feel, or whenever you're in a blindfold, I do see that the divine will be giving you signs, um, in order for you to kind of clearly navigate. So there'll be times where you feel like you can't physically see the signs, but you may pick up on like things in conversations. You may, the signs might be in the context of the conversation, or the signs might be something that you hear, or the sign might be something that you feel, okay? Um, yeah. I feel like if it's a physical sign, I feel like it's going to be quite bold. Okay, so if there's any physical signs for you to see, you don't have to worry about not seeing them because they'll be bold. Because I feel like there's something to do with any signs that you need to see for your protection. The reason why they'll be hidden is because, they're not meant to be seen by whoever wouldn't want you to see them. So naturally, if you were to see it, it'd probably be something that was, I guess, maybe accidental, or I guess something that would just be more bold, right? Okay. Or something that you may feel like just happens all of a sudden, you know, and now you may feel like it might happen, you might feel like there's an obstacle. But in general, I just feel like, the divine will give you clarity at each time how to navigate here. You will know that, okay, if you've made something clear one time, okay, then maybe, you know, you may feel like if someone it doesn't budge, then you might make something clear another time, but what you might make clear the next time is that you're not budging on what's right. Okay, so that might be the second thing that you make clear the second time. And if they still don't budge, then you don't really need to communicate again. You don't need to reverbalize what you've said one time and extended that clarity a second time. You know, after that you just stick to what you're doing. You don't need to explain. Yeah, and then you just navigate. Okay. If Yeah. Um, and you'll start to see that by holding your ground and you doing what's right for you, naturally you'll start aligning with things that are fair for you. Okay, you just start to see certain things that are fair for you, whether it's people, circumstances, things. You'll start to see that shift. Okay, so yeah, hold that energy of fairness, justice, because you'll start to see those things aligning for you once you kind of don't budge on the things that aren't fair for you. Because if you accept the things that aren't fair to you, then you'd kind of tell in the universe that, that's what you're okay to, that's the type of exchange you're okay with, even if that exchange doesn't feel, fair to you. So, yeah. Okay, lovely. So much of these messages recently have just been so informational. Like, I just feel like, yeah, the divine just wanted me to just like drop some messages. Okay. Any last messages, please, Divine? Ooh. Wow. Okay. All these major arcanas and divine energy. So we've got the Lovers card. So something about May, June time is going to be quite significant. Okay, she's going to be significant. Something big, something big, some sort of big alignment, May, June time. Aside from that, though, there is something where you may be aware of, like, there will be choices for you to make, like, down the line, or, like, throughout certain points, but there's something about, if you keep your clear focus, keep your eye on the prize, if you have someone that you're close with, or some people that you have like a very powerful connection with, this could be like loved ones, family members, friends, partner, but just people you just have a very powerful like connection with. It's like, I see you, you see me, we see each other, that type of thing. But it's like, you don't have to say anything, it's just like an acknowledgement, a feeling. It's just like yeah. Then I feel like you could be recognizing the divine within each other. Okay, so there's definitely something here where certain people, certain connections, certain places might feel like it has a powerful effect. You may even go to certain places outdoors, you may go to nature, you may feel like certain places there's just a very like powerful divine higher energy. Okay, and there's something about like really um like that energy of itself, whether you feel it in people, certain people that you recognize it in, whether you see it in certain sacred spaces, whether you feel it in nature, etc. There's something about, I feel like you've identified that energy, and when there's an energy that feels completely polarized to that, it's like a clear sign. There's like a clear polarity, there's there's always polarity. Okay, so yeah, like the divine or the devil. Okay, or light and dark, but I don't really like to use light and dark because dark isn't really evil. We all have light and dark, our shadow, and light and dark, masculine, feminine energies. So yeah, I don't really like to use it in those words, but like you can say up, down, left, right, wrong, it's just always a polarity. You don't like to use a terminology with like God, the devil. If you like more spiritual terminology, there may be higher vibration, lower vibration, um, you know, any whatever floats your boat, right? But the point is, there's always a clear polarity. So once you've kind of strongly identified the higher polarity, okay, you will also be able to kind of identify the lower polarity. Okay, so this is gorgeous, guys. There's something that the divine is wanting you to keep a strong focus on. Okay, your goals, your priorities, your long-term plans, you know, whatever you're clear on, you know, your alignment, your fairness, all of this good stuff. The divine wants you to keep a strong focus in there. Almost want you to be kind of fixed in this energy, like, you know, especially if you feel like there's people being stubborn in the wrong energy, you may have to be stubborn in the right energy. And there's something about the divine acknowledges you, the divine sees you. Okay, some guys, you might want to watch the reading, the collective reading that's posted, and it's called The Divine's Work. Your something is being acknowledged, something like that. I see this here for you guys, where it's like the divine's acknowledging you, and he just wants you to keep a clear focus, stick to this plan, stick to your alignment. There's a lot of fulfillment and goals that you're going to be noticing because of this alignment, because of you holding this energy, okay, and being fixed in this energy, okay. And I definitely feel like there's going to be a lot of times where, you know, I just see this divine energy kind of radiating through you, and like, you know, there might be specific times where you're in a specific strong connection and you just feel like it's just noticed. So yeah, this is gorgeous. That's lovely, guys. That is lovely. Things are coming together. You're clear on what you need to do. Keep moving forward to that energy. Fix, you know, this is a good time to kind of be in a fixed energy with all of this like precision, and you'll just see things coming together because it's almost like locking the energy in. You know, you've got the right energy, you're clear, lock it, and you'll just see like the things that are coming to you because of this alignment. It's just coming together, right? So this is gorgeous, and that will be plenty. The things that are coming in for you, like the fulfillment, the wishes, these will be plenty of positive distractions for you when you need other things to do outside of your tasks and stuff. So you won't need to like be distracted with other distractions that you may feel like are only actually going to take you off your path, as opposed to, you know, being positively distracted maybe from your work once you've completed it. If there's like good fulfillment that you want to have, there might be like areas of your own wish fulfillment that you're able to enjoy that and fulfill that, you know. And you know, it's just gorgeous. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave that there. I hope that was helpful. Don't don't forget to give this reading a like if it was. Also, if you would like more bonus readings, extra messages for your sign, then yes, liking the readings for your signs will help me to know that and give you guys your extra messages. So sending you lots of love, guys. Thank you again for being here. Take care and stay spiritually charged. Bye bye.